If you're going to get into the social media world, the first thing you have to do is you have to know what your objective is. Why are you getting into it? And that's something to think about, because social media is really just a very fast way of interacting with your marketplace. It's not significantly different than direct mail or a magazine. It's just faster, and the interaction is a lot quicker. So that's the first thing you need to do, is make sure you know why you want to get into it. If you decide to get into it, you have to be committed to it. You have to make sure that you fund it properly so that you have people that can be responsive. You have to be very responsive and answer those tweets quickly. If you don't get to it in a day, you're going to lose your credibility instantly. You also have to make sure that you're not only responsive, but you're transparent and honest. People want to know what you're saying, and they don't want to hear about it in PR speak. So it's a whole new way of writing. Writing for 140 characters, even writing for Facebook, you got to make sure it's an inverted pyramid. You get everything out in the very first sentence. The other thing is to be human. People don't want to talk to faceless companies. They want to talk to human beings. So don't be afraid to let your personality get into it. If that's who you are, don't be afraid to talk about your family or other things that you like, because people like people. And then most of all, you got to be willing to stick with it, because it takes time. The real key to success in public relations is simply that. It's all about relationships. At the end of the day, you want to have somebody take action that benefits whatever it is that you're communicating, your organization, your company. So all of these things that we've done in the past with newspapers, with press releases, have worked towards that end. Social media is exactly the same thing. What you want to do is you want to build a relationship with an audience and get that audience to take positive action with regard to your message. And that's the thing that's, I think, is very hopeful for those of us that have been in the public relations area for many years, is that that's no different than what you've always been doing. What is different is how you do it. You don't write the long press releases anymore when you're dealing in the social media area. You have to completely rethink how you write it. And it has to have more personality. It has to appeal to a younger audience with a very short attention span. And it has to be honest. You can't hide your message in the third paragraph of a press release. It's got to be up there, up front, and it has to be accurate. Well, if you're a public relations professional, one of the best $45 investments you can make is to join the MSU Alumni Association. And why? Well, the MSU Alumni Association is becoming a best-in-class service organization. And we're all about relationships, just like you are as public relations people. So the most important thing that $45 buys you is access to the network of over 500,000 Spartans around the world who can help you with whatever it is you may need at your organization, your nonprofit, your company. If there's something you're working on, there's probably a Spartan somewhere that can help you get it done, and the MSU Alumni Association can connect you with that person. If you are a public relations professional in training, the best thing that you can do is that you can help teach us older folks about the technologies that you use. You also need to listen very closely to how your organization that you're serving, whether it be your class, where you're interning, or your first job, how they are currently doing things. What is their strategy? What are they trying to accomplish? And then how can you integrate your skills and your knowledge of social media, which probably they don't have to the degree that you have, into the larger organizational activities to help make sure they're a success. You, as a young PR grad, have great value, especially if you're coming out of Michigan State University, because you've been well trained, you know about the new tactics that everybody wants to use, and you've got the energy and the ability to help them get it done.
We have more PR tips on video at youtube.com/MSUPRSSA.